Hello out there to my crown ones. This is Crown ReRe, and you're listening to the Crown Talk podcast. On this podcast, I share my life experiences, my crown moments. That's when your heart and your crown aligns, to motivate and inspire you to continue to wear your crown, regardless how heavy it feels. Please visit crownless.com, crownless_com on Instagram, and Crownless Facebook group for positive affirmation quotes and daily reminders by me that you are crowned. As always, don't forget your crown, and don't forget your crown. Enjoy the show. This is Rebecca, aka Crown ReRe, and this is the Crown Talk podcast. Thank you so much for pressing play. I definitely appreciate it. Welcome. It's been a week. Well, it's been 2 weeks actually. I am learning I am trying to alternate between Flowers for the Culture podcast and the Crown Talk podcast. So you will hear more of me learning how to get back to being consistent with creating. Those are my 2 rules, is to be consistent with creating and create in simplicity. When I came back to recording the Crown Talk podcast, those are my 2 rules, my 2 must-haves when I'm doing the Crown Talk podcast. Anywho, I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is doing great. I hope that whatever your heart's desire is coming forth. I hope that whatever is going on in life, that is going in your favor. So much going on. I used to wake up like at 6 in the morning and watch the news before I clocked in for work. I recently just had to stop that because it wasn't really, watching the news wasn't giving me the to get out of bed. And so I have gone back to watching cartoons before I get out of bed, which I still don't want to get out of bed, but the feeling is different. I love cartoons, animation, anime. Last week I called Hoagie and I was like, hey, there's a new Adventure Time show called Side Quest. And I realized that he was at work, and I was like, my, haven't the tables turned? Because he put me on Adventure Time. And when he told me to watch it, I was like, okay, I'll watch it in between me working. And he was in school, he wasn't working. And now for me to call him and say, hey, there's this new side quest with Adventure Time. And number one, I think he was at work. And then when I did talk to him, he was like, no, I didn't know about that. And I was like, I'm putting you on. So, if you don't know, Hoagie is my nephew, my one and only nephew, who I love like a son. He is like my sunshine whenever I do see him. And so he is 18 now, and he's working and driving and hanging out with friends. I think he's part of the run club. Like, I'm just like literally like watching him live, and I love it. I don't take it for granted. But one of my things with Hoagie, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, was for me to be the best auntie that I can be. And he won't tell me it, but I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I mean, whatever. Who else would call him and tell him that there's a new Adventure Time show, Side Quest? So anywho, I am back. I am back with my list. This list is on a sticky note, so I won't hold you guys too long. Also, I have homework. I thought this weekend I was going to be able to step out, and I was reading my module homework, my assignments, and one of them was like write an 8 to 10 page paper. And Okay, so no, I will not be going out this weekend. Yeah. Which 8 to 10 pages isn't too much for me, but it's the fact like I have to start from scratch. So yeah, and I am a pen and paper girly. I do everything on notebooks and then I type everything in because AI, well, Grammarly will be like, hey, correct that, correct this, correct that, correct this, to the point where it doesn't even sound like your voice anymore. So yeah, I do pen and paper and then I type everything in and then I go to Grammarly, but I make sure that I keep my voice as far as making sure they're checking grammar and not like the tone of my paper. Um, but yeah, so again, I won't hold you, but here I have a sticky note. And yeah, I just wanted to reflect on some things that I've seen in the culture and media, TV shows, all those good things. So the first thing I want to talk about, oh, and also I'll share my crown moment, of course. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is I don't know the people on my Facebook timeline. Like Harpo, who are these people on my timeline? I have no idea. And I don't know how this is Facebook. I don't know how it ended up that way, but I don't like it because I am missing birthday announcements. I'm missing life events. And I don't know how to get the people that I know back on my Facebook page. And if you're hearing this, just know that I am not one of those people where it's like, well, like, oh no, I only give birthday shout outs when it's my birthday or something like that. Like, no, that's not me. I don't know the people who are on my Facebook page. Like I don't know them. And a lot of it's like advertisements and then like these groups that I'm not in, people who already have a enormous amount of followings. Yeah, like I don't know them and it's really aggravating me. And I just wanted to put that out there because I don't think I'm by myself, but now it's more of like I can't even like unfollow the things that are coming on my timeline because I don't follow them anyway. Like that's how aggravating it is. And I know last time that I recorded, I was saying, like I'm going out more, and the mindset was that I will be invited to more things. And then I realized more things. Yeah, I just said I have to write an 8 to 10 page paper. So, with that being said, even though my timeline is looking very unfamiliar, um, I myself have to continue to work on friendships and work on community and work on collaborating with other people. And I think what the way that my Facebook is, it makes me realize that this idea of me trying to build more with people, it's going to have to be done manually. Like it's outside of me like finding something that I have in common with someone online and saying, hey, like let's talk about this or like I like this or this and that, friend stuff or when you're meeting or making a new friend manually I'm going to have to do that, which pushes me to come out of my shell even more than before. And again, it's not the boundary of me wanting to be invited to every party, but there is a part of me that kind of like misses friendships. And I have friends. I have friends. My friends, all of our lifestyles are different, and I respect each and every one of my friends whose lifestyle is different for whatever reason. I have friends with kids. I have friends who are like full time workers, those things. And also, I need to work on my communication when I am reaching out to my friends. I am the friend where, if everything's all good, I'll check on you, leave it at that. If you need me, ride or die, I'm there. Um, but learning how to just have casual conversation where there's nothing wrong. I am working on that. So with that being said, and with my Facebook looking like I don't know these people, who are these people? It really reminded me the other day that I have to be manually reaching out to friends and family and, just checking on everyone. It used to be that you could just go down a timeline and everybody's business. And again, uh, that kind of felt like a connection at the time. But now it's like, again, I don't know these people, which takes me kind of away from Facebook. Honestly, I just use Messenger most of the time. But again, a lot of people do share more on social media because it's a way to share with everyone and at one time. Um, but yeah, part of me just like want more genuine connections with people, which I think is okay. I am getting older. I'll be 41 next month. So yeah, just being vulnerable for a moment, which I'm like, oh, like moving around over here, like, oh gosh. But this is the Crown Talk podcast. It's me, Crown ReRe. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. If your Facebook is looking like mine, then just give it a thought that maybe um if I'm sorry, if your Facebook is looking like mine where you don't know anybody, and you may have that warmth of wanting to have a deeper friendship with people, you're gonna have to do it manually. Yeah. Which is not easy. It's hard work. But it can be done. It can be done. So yeah, I'll definitely give y'all an update on that. Like I said, the times that I was going out last month, in the beginning of this month, I definitely had fun. My cousin had a big July the 4th celebration. I was there with all my cousins, friends, and family, and I had a blast. Excuse me. And I came back home and wrote a paper. So, yeah, I myself just have to learn the balance of it. But again, the synopsis of this topic was for me to just remind people that connection with people sometimes have to be done manually, like outside of social media, because who are these people? I don't know. Okay. Moving on from there, I finished my first season of Love Island, season 8. A very good season. This is my first time watching Love Island. I really enjoyed it. The last episode, it made me realize again because my mindset was that this is a show. You get money at the end, so to me, it was like more of like a competition show. But no, I realized when there were like different celebrities talking about how each person was being, vulnerable and opening up and showing us the viewers like what loves look like to them, heartbreak, all that stuff. We get to see that stuff in a different perspective. And I myself, again, my first season watching it, I was like, there's people, you're gonna get some money. Like, yeah, like I understand why people are doing what they're doing. But no, there is a love aspect to it. I enjoyed it so much that now I am on season 7. Like I went back because I keep seeing Olandria, which is so beautiful. Like on all my social media timeline. Again, I don't know her. So I was like, let me see what this is about. And I think I'm on episode 4. And yeah, like actually I think I'm enjoying season 7 a little bit more than season 8. Yeah, I think I am. But yeah, I'll let you guys know about that. Okay. Another thing I wanted to talk about was Housewives of Atlanta. Woo! um, so I'm just gonna say this. I really when Shamia was at the table talking to Porsha and she was holding that shotgun and she had that one bullet, and she was like, so you don't want your daughter, like hanging out with me? I really think that Shamia thought that like that was gonna like kill Portia. Um, and Portia was like, no, like I got more. Like and then they're talking about like each other's moms and you know what, never mind. Maybe Shamia thought she had two in the chamber between her daughter and also saying that Portia's mom trying to sleep with her dad. Yeah. And then Portia was like, oh, okay, well, your dad, I'm sorry, your mom is sleeping with your uncle. Like, I was like, oh no, what's going on? Like, I was literally like choking on my water when I was watching it. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, how do we, how this season of Housewives of Atlanta, everything goes left so fast. Like, if you blink, you will miss it. And you'll be like, how did we get here? Like, that is what I kept saying um on Sunday's night episode. So yeah, I don't think that Shamia was prepared for all well actually I don't think none of the ladies were prepared for all that. And you know, sometimes sometimes we hold on to things and we hold on to things because we are trying to figure out when to let it go. And I think that's what happened with Shamia. And she said that on the show. She was like, you know, I hold on to things and then like when I'm about to explode, like I just go off. Hmm. Uh, I'm just thinking, and what she did, but I don't think it went in her favor. And I'm trying to figure out how to apply like the humanistic approach to that as far as sorry guys, as far as when something is happening to you at that moment, it's best to have that conversation right then if possible. If not, I would say within like 3 days. Now on the third day, if you're good, then that's fine. But I myself, I try to nip things in the bud. In the bud, communication is my love language, but it's also like my curiosity. Like yes, I'm an introvert. But I love communication. Like, talk to me, tell me what's wrong, tell me what's going on. Because a lot of things get lost when communication is not being reciprocated both ways. And I feel like that's like one of the weaknesses in our society is that the communication is just like it's broken. So applying that to Shamia, I feel like with her having all this all festered up, and now it's like, okay, Portia, I'm finna go off, and Portia, oh, and Portia was like, yeah, your mom is sleeping with your uncle, allegedly. Yeah, it just went left. So yeah, that is my view on that. Is that if you are in a situation where you feel like you need to have a talk with somebody, because remember the original conversation was her daughter not being Portia not wanting her daughter, which to me I don't blame her, wanted her daughter to be at Shamia's house. Like that was the original situation, which could have been dealt with way before they went all the way to Amsterdam. But again, my thing is if you have an issue with someone, I would say if you can't handle it right then, 3 business days. Or you know what, just 3 days. Like, because after that, it might be small beans to the other person. Like you don't know. So yeah, that's just my view on that topic. Yeah, I was like, oh, the uncles. And then Phaedra was like, why didn't she just say no, not which uncle? Like, I love Phaedra. I think they're gonna keep her just for her confessionals and her facial expressions, which K Michelle is trying to do. I don't I K Michelle's confessionals are confusing to me. Like I don't know what she be talking about. And even when she's in conversation with other women, I'm like, girl, what? Like, what are you saying? Which again, broken communication. Cause she be all over the place and they be looking at her like, yeah, girl, uh-huh. It's like, no, like ask her what is she talking about? Like they don't. Okay. Moving on, and this is also my crown moment. Um, I I watched the movie Strung, and it was a good movie. Chloe was on there. Win Litfield was there. Um, Sorry guys, looking this up real quick. Yeah, it was a good movie, 2 hour movie, pretty good. A psychological thriller film starring Chloe Bailey as a violinist who takes a tutoring job for an elite family, only to uncover dark secrets that threaten her sanity and safety. A very good movie. Um, and it's on Peacock, which is not an advertisement for Peacock. I just have like, I have every streaming services except for Acorn TV, which their shows look so good. But anyway, so Went Strong, when I was watching it, I had just like a crown moment of knowing your title. In the movie, initially, the character that Chloe plays was to be a violinist. Like that is what she got hired for. But when she got hired and moved into the house, Lynn Whitfield, she was like, "Hey, when you get here, you're gonna be doing some other things." And Chloe's character was like, "Okay, sure." Time goes past, and now like you're doing stuff for the mom who is pregnant. It looks like she's gonna have the baby like the day that Chloe gets there. Anywho, she's pregnant, so now like you're bringing her green juice. Now you're doing this. Now you're doing that. Now you're taking the little girl to school. And when she gets there, the nanny is like, "Oh yeah, they call you the violinist tutor now. Like, watch out. Like you're gonna be something else." At one point in the movie, going down the timeline, Lynn Whitfield is like, "That's the nanny," and I was like, "Now wait a minute. Like, how did she get from being the violinist tutor to being the nanny?" And with that was like this crown moment because sometimes, and I have done it too, we go out of our way and outside of our title thinking that great things are going to happen. And sometimes all we are doing is tiring ourselves. And I'm talking from experience. Even like at jobs where it's like, okay, I am customer service. I service a customer. That's it. And the next thing you know, you're doing all these multiple other things, believing that you're going to be recognized for those things. But at the end of the day, they only see you as customer service. So yeah, that really was like shown to me throughout the movie because again, when she was hired, um, it was that she was trying to get into the Philharmonica. You didn't make it, but you're really good at playing the violin. Now you're tutoring this girl, and then you end up being the nanny, which I think all that kept her so busy that she wasn't actually realizing what was going on in the house. Which is another thing. Like sometimes we busy ourselves and we distract ourselves, and we are not realizing what's going on in our own in our house, or in other people's houses. As far as like a workplace, um, what's another example? We'll do workplace. Like in a workplace, sometimes we are so distracting ourselves, believing that someone higher up is going to look on us and be like, "Oh yeah, like I see all the things that you're doing." But at the end of the day, your title is your title. And I really think if Chloe character was like, "Hey, wait a minute, I'm not the nanny. Get out of here." Um, um, yeah, she would have left earlier because it was like, I'm doing too much. And y'all treating me like crap on top of that. Like the more that she did, the worse that the mom was treating her, the worse that the grandma was treating her. And yes, there was like some infidelity going on between the husband and Chloe. But I also feel like that was her being distracted by not realizing how many responsibilities like she was taking on with the belief that they were going to, well, he was going to keep this promise of her trying out again, like the Philharmonica. So yeah, that was my crown moment to myself, for just to remember my title, and without conversation, without compensation at times, without communication, understanding, not to go outside the description of that title. Yeah. And again, this is for me, and I feel like it's for others too. And like I said, if you watch Strong, you'll definitely see that in the movie, where it was like no communication was being had, no compensation whatsoever. Like nothing's changed. As soon as she moved into that house, Lynn Whitfield was like, "So yeah, like you're gonna be doing some more things." Next thing you know, she's cleaning up. She's preparing food. Like even the lady in the kitchen, the housekeeper was like, "Are you taking my job? Like, what are you doing?" Um, yeah, and I really believe that also just distracted her from what was going on in that house, like putting the pieces together. On top of the man that she was like sleeping with, which was the husband, which was very distracting. But anyway, so yeah, that is my crown moment that I wanted to share. Just again, just stating that without communication, without compensation, without change of title, sometimes we just need to stay within the criteria of our initial title and leave it at that. Like, we don't need to exhaust ourselves. We don't need to stress ourselves out, because again, whatever or however that title comes back to you, it's going to be the title that you have. Like, that's it. And again, this is a cry moment for myself, speaking to myself, because I am a person that's like, oh yeah, I do that. Yeah, I do that. Yeah, I do that. Like, I don't mind. And at the end of the day, my title is my title. Like, that's it. Until there is a communication of change. So I hope that you just enjoyed me sharing things from my perspective on a humanistic side. As far as my Facebook timeline, I don't know those people. But again, just reflecting, reviewing that, and realizing that I have to start manually making connections to people, because Facebook is not the thing. And I'm not even gonna mention my Instagram. I have no idea what's going on over there whatsoever. Is maybe I see a couple of people I know. That's about it. Um, Love Island. My reflection on that is that love, being vulnerable, is a very brave thing to do, and that's what they definitely did. And now I'm on season 7. Housewives with Shamia. Hey, if you got something to say, say it then, or at least within the 3 days. Like, that should be enough time. After 3 days, it's stewing. Like, you're literally like, it's in a crock pot stewing until like you just blow up, like Shamia did. Which I'm not saying that she's wrong, but I just really feel like that conversation could have just been had away from the girls, away from Amsterdam, um, like a one-on-one thing. And then Strung, the movie, gave me my crown moment of just knowing your title. And it's okay to be helpful, and that is your intentions going outside of your title, but don't make it like an extra stressor on you without communication, without some type of change in the title. If there's compensation I need to be had, like all those things, like we are not continually, and I say we because I know I'm talking not only to myself but to you guys out there. Like, we're not stressing ourselves out if we don't have to. And I realized that myself. I'm like, hey, you know what? That is not in my job title. Let me fall back. And no complaints over here. A good extra 15 more minutes of sleep for me. But yeah. So with that being said, thank you so much for listening to the Crown Top podcast. You can also hear me on Flowers for the Culture podcast. I definitely appreciate everyone welcoming back with warm welcomes. Definitely appreciate that. You can find me on crownones.com, crownones_com on Instagram if you can find me. Yeah. So again, I hope that everyone have a wonderful week. I hope everything goes in your favor. Don't forget you are crowned, and don't forget your crown. Thank you.
Thank you once again for pressing play and listening to the Crown Talk podcast. I hope this episode and every episode inspired you to be a greater crown individual and not to take your crown moments for granted. This episode was produced by Mr. Al Pete. Please visit MrAlPete.com and MPNLLC.com to listen to Mr. Al Pete's podcast and other cool adults in the MPN neighborhood. Please visit and subscribe to CrownOnes.com. Please follow CrownOnes_COM on Instagram and CrownOnes Facebook group to stay current on new episodes and new blog posts by me or other featured bloggers. Don't forget you are crowned, and don't forget your crown. Thank you.